this Sunday, readings come from Isaiah chapter 45, 1, 4-6, 1 Thessalonians chapter 1, 1-5, Matthew chapter 22, 15-21. Divine design. Living in the divine design, responding to God's call. Recognizing and responding to God's call and design in our lives. God's sovereign call and divine plan. In the first reading from Isaiah, God chose Cyrus for a specific purpose, despite not being an Israelite. God has a unique plan and calls each person, even it may not always align with our expectation. Each call is unique. When God calls you, He has a divine plan in your life. Two ways of looking at God's call. He calls for His work, and this Sunday the church celebrates the Mission Sunday. God calls you for mission work, God calls you for pastoral work, and God calls you in a given environment to reach out to people with God's message. There's an expectation and an acceptance. When you accept God's call and divine plan, there's a peace. There's too much of expectation, there's a frustration and lack of clarity in doing God's work. Acknowledging God's image in each of us. God has created every human being in His image and likeness. As a congregation, we need to recognize and honor the divine image in ourselves and others, leading to a greater sense of purpose and respect for one another. Today, nations fighting against another nation, so much of confusion, chaos, disaster, war, violence. The basic sense of purpose and respect for one another is dying. Balancing civic duties and spiritual obligations. The Gospel from Matthew chapter 22 presents a tension between paying taxes and giving to God. We need to find a balance between our responsibilities as citizens and a duty to God, ensuring our faith remains at the core of our decisions and actions. Life, a faith that transforms. St. Paul's recommendation to Thessalonians: faith, love, and hope in action. To manifest our faith through acts of love and hope, thereby bringing about a transformative influence in our lives and communities. Only faith, love, and open action can bring transformative influence in our lives and communities. Embracing our dual citizenship. There are two types of citizenship: our earthly citizenship, our citizenship in God's kingdom. To actively engage in both realms, contributing positively to society while staying faithfully to our callings as followers of Christ. The readings for this Sunday enables us to reflect on God's call and His divine plan, to acknowledge in our brothers and sisters God's image, and to balance civic duties and spiritual obligations, and living a faith that transforms our lives, and embracing our dual citizenship. Whom or which do we obey? God, ourselves, or government? Let's seek the importance of recognizing God's unique plan for each one of us. Let's actively discern and respond to the calling, balancing the roles as citizens and faithful disciples. Let's offer a prayer for guidance and wisdom in living out this dual citizenship, giving glory to God in all aspects of life, acknowledging God's image in each of us, living in the divine design, responding to God's call.